GetCheckedOnline is a website that lets you test for sexually transmitted infections and HIV without having to visit a doctor or nurse. GetCheckedOnline is excellent for people who test routinely or people who have concerns about privacy. You can test through GetCheckedOnline in 4 steps. First, you need to create an account. Then, you need to create and print your lab form, give your specimens at a LifeLabs location, and finally, get your test results. There are 2 ways you can create an account on GetCheckedOnline. You may have a promo code, or you may receive an email invitation with a link that allows you to create an account. I'll show you how to create an account using a promo code. To start, I'll click this Create Account button and enter my promo code. To create an account, you'll need to give some information about yourself. You need to give an email address and a password. This is required, and your email address is verified before your account is activated. You also need to give a first name and last name, your date of birth, and your identified gender. We also ask for phone number and the city you live in. These are recommended but optional. You'll notice that some fields have a box which pops up next to them. Clicking this box will give you more information about why we're asking you for that particular piece of information. You can set an optional security question. This is a question that you'll need to answer if you forget your password and want to reset it. If you're interested in helping us evaluate GetCheckedOnline, you can opt in here to be contacted about participating in surveys or interviews. Lastly, you have to agree to the terms and conditions and press the Create Account button. Now you'll need to verify your email address in order to create your account. When you press this button, an email will be sent to your email address with a link that you will need to click on to verify that the email address is actually yours. Once you've clicked the link, you'll be taken back to GetCheckedOnline and asked to sign in to your new account. So your new account is now active and ready to use. In order to get tested, you'll first need to create your lab form. First, you'll be asked if you have any symptoms or if you have a partner who was recently diagnosed with an STI. If you answer yes to either question, we recommend going directly to a healthcare provider to get tested and treated. But if that isn't a good option for you, you can still get tested through GetCheckedOnline. In part 2 of the assessment, we ask some more questions about your sexual history. These questions are similar to what you'd be asked if you came to a clinic to test. The tests that are recommended for you are based on how you answer these questions. Here you can see that GetCheckedOnline is recommending all of these tests. If there are any tests that you don't want, you can deselect them. You may also see some additional educational messages on this page. Here you'll see information about emergency contraception and why hepatitis C testing is recommended. Once you've selected the tests you want, click Create Lab Form and go to the next step. This is the final step before your lab form is ready. This page is a final reminder about some important things that you should know before you test. You can get more information about any of these by clicking the More link beside them. Once you've read and agreed to all of the statements, you can click the I understand and want to proceed button. Now we see the Print Lab Form page. This is a preview of what your lab form will look like. The lab form does not show your name or email address. Instead, it uses a unique code to ensure your privacy when you're giving samples. It also shows your gender and date of birth, as well as the test which you selected. You'll need to print out your lab form and bring it to a participating LifeLabs. Once you've printed the lab form, you can go to the Lab Locations page to see participating LifeLabs locations. You can find these using either the map, for example, I can zoom in to see locations in Vancouver, or the list of locations. You have to go to one of the locations listed here, as only these locations can accept GetCheckedOnline lab forms. When you go to LifeLabs, you'll need to bring both pages of the printed lab form. There you will give blood and urine samples. You may also get a kit to self-swab your throat and/or your rectum. The kit will include easy-to-follow instructions on how to do this. You can self-swab at LifeLabs, or you can take the kit home and swab there. You'll need to bring your swabs back to a participating LifeLabs location. Once you've given your samples, your test results will be ready in 7 to 12 days. You'll receive an email saying that your test results are ready, and once you sign back in to GetCheckedOnline, you'll be able to see your results. In this case, all of the tests were negative. You can also see that GetCheckedOnline has set a testing reminder for you. This means that in 12 months, GetCheckedOnline will send you a reminder email to get tested again. This time interval is based on the answers you gave during the risk assessment. You can change the interval or turn off testing reminders if you want. If there was a problem with one of your samples, then you'll see a message asking you to call the clinic to schedule retesting. You may also receive a message asking you to contact us. This could mean that one of your tests was positive or that the results aren't clear and you need to retest. You'll need to call the STI clinic at the BC Centre for Disease Control during business hours to speak to a nurse. The nurse will go over your results with you and explain where you can go for treatment or additional testing. If you want more information about how GetCheckedOnline works, check out the How It Works section. If you want more information about STI testing in general, have a look at the STI testing section. Thanks for watching this video. We're always looking for feedback on how GetCheckedOnline works, so if there's things you think we could be doing better, please let us know by using the Feedback tab.